Hello everybody and welcome your faces back to CryptoJet, where I'm here to provide you with the most quick and concise review on the market. Now, we're talking about Solana today. You may or may not have heard of them. I've covered them before. Basically, they do, tens of thousands of transactions per second. So the project is a very fundamentally sound one. And we're going to take a look at the technicals today. So I'm going to go through a couple of concepts with you guys. First of all, we're going to go into the 4-hour time frame and see why exactly this is such a beautiful graph. Actually, before we do that, we're going to move on to the logarithmic chart so that we can see that looking on this chart, we can see something known as a false break. So a false breakout is when you have a strong bullish candle, such as, let me just point it out to you, this candle right here. So it was a very strong one, indicated a break of this downtrend, but what actually happened, it was followed by a even larger engulfing bearish candle. So what does that represent? Well, it represents a wick on a higher time frame, or it simply represents a false breakout. So a liquidity grab to the top where investors can actually buy in and short the market at a better price. So they would rather short it here than short it here, and that's how these false breaks happen. Now, if we move on back to the normal chart and to the 4-hour chart, we can see something very, very nice. So this is what I would call an ideal setup for a buy position. Why is that? Well, we have a downtrend which is it's valid for me, right? So it has 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. That's the minimum amount of touches you should be looking for to make a trend line valid. Now, on the other hand, we have a very strong level of support down below, and also what I can see on the graph is somewhat of an RSI divergence. So if you look at the RSI indicator, you can see that it's actually rising while the price is falling, right? That indicates a bullish move. So that's another sort of confirmation. And basically, we just had a strong break of this very, very nice trend line. And after the break, what you can do, you can take your Fibonacci indicator, you can plot it, and the perfect entry into this trade would be somewhere around here, targeting the next level of significant resistance, which would be, well, it actually would be at the second touch. So this would be a valid target for this trade, and obviously stop loss wherever you want to put it. So that's something I wanted to cover with you guys. Generally, Solana is looking very, very bullish at the moment, but as I said, we have reached this strong level of resistance, so we're going to see what the price does at this point. It's very likely that we do retrace back into the newly formed zone of support around the $27, $28 mark. Now, that would be it for today's video. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it, and see you all in the next one. Adios.